Hello everyone, welcome to TGIF, your weekly destination to unlock the latest tech driving. Today, AI-powered autonomous agents are transforming the businesses by making real-time decisions and automating the complex business processes. Today, we are going to take a deep dive into one of the complex business process, which is nothing but supply chain management. And to talk more about this, I would love to invite Shikha Narwania, who is our go-to market manager for business application, Microsoft India. Hello Shikha, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Vishaka, for having me.
So much. Shikha, could you help us understand what exactly is the autonomous agent and how it operates when it comes to supply chain management kind of scenario?
Vishaka, I'd like to start with what we've been hearing. Copilot is the new UI for AI, and autonomous agents brings the AI first business processes to any organization. They are those expert systems that manage and automate complex business needs, which invariably bring innovation and enhance productivity for our businesses in the organization. They are proactive because it's all working on a trigger. They are independent because they seamlessly complete the task. Consider an agent sitting beside you and works autonomously without any human intervention. And at the same time, they're very adaptive because the outcomes really depend upon the conditions on how they are initiated. So that's about the autonomous agents. And they work seamlessly in supply chain, be it for inventory management, be it for demand forecasting, or for complex processes like supplier management.
Yeah. Okay, that's great. I think in that case, how exactly this AI powered agent and the AI functionalities and the feature that helps us when it comes to integrating with enterprise applications, like take an example of Dynamics 365 or any business application scenario.
So let me give you an example of a supplier delivery agent in this case, right? Which itself is a complex process because it requires information like what suppliers do I have? Will the supplier be able to provide me the required product in a specific time within the specific cost with specific specifications and so on and so forth. Is itself a complex as well as a resource intensive task, right? However, with supplier discovery agent coming into action, we can look at, it could be triggered whenever we see and search in the inventory forecast, be it through a Dynamics or an SAP or an Oracle. So we already have about 1400 plus connectors, which could be used while designing an agent. For example, as soon as we see an inventory surge forecasted, right, in the systems, this is automatically triggered without any human intervention based on the instructions provided while designing a supplier discovery agent. It can actually follow those instructions and ground the data that it's going to bring on specific knowledge bases that have been provided. And actually, within no span of time, it can provide us with the top five suppliers in the report, which can then be used by a human to actually, perform the specific task or select a specific supplier for placing the order.
It means what exactly that it starts from triggering the action, taking care of all the to-do list, and then coming back to you with the response, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, great, Shikha. I think we would love to see the similar demo in action if you could show us that.
Sure, let's rock it.
I'm currently in the Copilot Studio canvas and we're creating a supplier discovery agent. The first step is to put the description, which is primarily the goal of the agent, a prime directive on how the agent should behave. And this also makes it discoverable by other agents. The next step is to actually write the instructions, which, if we scroll below, we see that we've given them 6 instructions specifically in our natural language. Search, get market insights, and get, by searching on the web. All of this orchestration is done by 4O Mini. And then we are also saying that we need to use the O1 deep reasoning model, which simply because this is a complex task with so many variants. With all of this, right, the next step is to actually share the knowledge base articles on which this entire agent is going to be grounded, and then specify the actions. Again, the actions is, create and reportify. The report and notify it on Teams, get a list of suppliers, reason with O1, and so on. And finally, the last one, which is the heart of any autonomous agent, which is the trigger. In our scenario, the trigger is the inventory search forecasted in Dynamics 365 for a demonstration purpose. Again, as I said, this could be SAP, Oracle, or any other system, and these triggers could be added using the Add Trigger option that is available on the screen. Next one, let's just quickly see it in action. So yes, the inventory search is forecasted, and let's just see what happens. I think it's the magic that's going to happen. On the right hand side, you would see that yes, the entire context which is being given to the agent is all listed down here, wherein we see that yes, there is an increased demand in Arizona area. And on the left hand side, you would see these steps are constantly moving. It says, okay, get the suppliers, get the knowledge base, search the web, and finally the O1 reasoning model would kick in. And this is how on the right hand side you see the entire report gets created. It gets notified to the relevant stakeholders or to a Teams group within Microsoft Teams. And when we click here, we will see the complete list of top 5 suppliers that the system has actually shortlisted who could help us salvage the situation. This was just one of the scenarios or use cases that I demonstrated. But think of it that we could have so many agents running across the entire organization, and this would help us automate so many business processes without any human intervention.
Thank you so much, Shikha, for the demo. I think this is something where exactly we are seeing the example of how autonomous agent could make your decision making faster, smarter, and definitely more efficient. Thank you so much for joining us today. Bye.
Thank you, Shaka. Bye-bye.